Okay, let's talk about research. Are you tired of drowning in a sea of browser tabs every single time you start a new project? Well, today we're going to look at a tool that promises to change all of that. We're talking about a way to seriously supercharge your entire research workflow.
You know the feeling, right? We've all been there. You start out looking for one specific thing, and an hour later, your screen just looks like this chaotic mess of tabs. You're clicking back and forth, trying to remember where you saw that one key stat, and suddenly, your simple task has turned into this massive digital scavenger hunt. It's what I like to call tab fatigue.
And that, right there, is the manual research grind. It's that moment you realize you're spending way more energy just organizing your information than you are actually thinking about it. But what if you could just skip that whole messy part? Imagine going straight from discovery to actual analysis. That's the leap we're talking about today. And here's the crazy part about modern research, isn't it? Having more information doesn't always give you more clarity. In fact, sometimes it's the opposite. The real signal gets totally lost in all the noise. So, the big question is, how do we find that signal? Well, that's where this tool comes in.
So let's meet our solution, the NotebookLM Chrome extension. Seriously, think of it as your own personal research assistant that lives right inside your browser, ready to take that tangled web of info and turn it into a structured, manageable source for NotebookLM.
At its core, the extension does one simple thing, and it does it incredibly well. It's basically a bridge. It lets you pull in entire websites, all their links, all their pages, and just feeds them straight into NotebookLM, all ready for that AI-powered analysis. It's a simple idea, but man, the impact on your workflow is huge.
And what's really clever here is that this isn't some one-size-fits-all tool. The extension gets that you're going to be dealing with all different kinds of websites, right? So it gives you this flexible toolkit with 3 different ways to gather up your sources.
So let's break down your options. First, you've got the sitemap method. Think of this as your express lane. It's super fast and perfect for structured sites like blogs or documentation. Then there's the crawler. This is like your all-terrain vehicle. It might take a little longer, but it can navigate pretty much any website out there, sitemap or not. And finally, for those times when you only need a few specific articles, the manual option gives you that pinpoint surgical control. But let's be real, gathering sources is only half the battle. This is where things get really cool, using AI to find the actual signal in all that noise. Because, a giant list of links is really just a different kind of clutter. We need to find what's actually relevant. Okay, picture this. You've just used the crawler on a huge website, and now you have a list of, say, 500 URLs. That is an incredible amount of information for sure, but it is also completely overwhelming. Where do you even start sorting through that to find what you actually need?
And that is the million-dollar question. Out of all those pages, which ones really matter for your specific topic? Reading them all one by one is, well, it's just not going to happen. We need a shortcut to the good stuff.
And here is that shortcut, AI topic filtering. It's amazing. You just tell the extension what you're interested in, something like AI ethics, and it intelligently scans the content behind every single URL, highlighting only the pages that are a really strong match. The process itself is incredibly simple. You type in your topic, and then you adjust this thing called the threshold. Just think of it like the focus dial on a camera. A low setting, like 0.3, gives you a wider, more general view of related topics. A higher setting, like 0.7, really sharpens that focus to only the most direct hits. You set your focus, you click filter, and that's it. Okay, so we've gathered our links and we've used AI to find the absolute gems. Now for the final crucial step, getting this beautiful, curated list out of the browser and into NotebookLM, where the real work, the real analysis can finally begin. And this is where the whole workflow becomes just effortless. Let's make this real. Remember that list of 500 URLs we talked about? Well, imagine after applying the AI filter for artificial intelligence, we're now looking at just 50. 50? That's the power of this tool in a nutshell. It takes a mountain of information and just hands you a curated list of the best stuff, saving you hours of work. And getting these 50 articles into your notebook is just beautifully simple. You select the ones you want, you hit the Insert button, and the extension just handles the rest. It even opens a new NotebookLM tab for you. All that's left to do is a single paste. I mean it, the days of tediously copying and pasting links one by one are officially over. So what we're looking at here, it isn't just another tool, it's a fundamental shift in how you do research. It's all about taking the most boring, tedious part of the process, the gathering and the sorting, and making it fast, intelligent, and honestly, kind of fun.
So here it is, your new research mantra in 4 simple steps. 1. Extract, using whatever method fits the website. 2. Filter, using AI to find the gold. 3. Select your curated list. And 4. Insert it directly into NotebookLM. Extract, filter, select, insert. It's a workflow that puts you back in the driver's seat.
You see, ultimately, this is about changing the very nature of research itself. So the question really is, are you ready to transform your research from a total chore into an active, genuine discovery? To spend way less time managing tabs and way more time actually exploring ideas? Because if you are, this tool is waiting for you.